My name's Monty.
My name is Laz.
My name is Andre.
And you're watching
The LSDP.
Heard you guys were hanging out over the weekend or something like that. Is that true? You and Brad?
over the weekend, over the
How
week.
romantic.
You guys had quite a trip.
It's
You
the
guys had.
middle of the week, actually.
A trip? You guys want? We're going on a trip on my favorite rocket ship.
Oh, it's definitely Brad's favorite rocket ship. All right.
It was a Wednesday.
It was a Wednesday.
Oh,
It was a Wednesday. And you let them hit you with a rocket ship.
damn.
To infinity and beyond.
Oh,
went.
shit.
Yeah, we took a trip on a Wednesday. Random. It was
Where'd
random.
you guys go?
We're just at. We were watching the playoffs, and then we were right by the beach, and we were just chilling there.
I want to know.
That doesn't sound like a trip. That sounds you just went over to his house.
That sounds
Oh.
like a date.
I don't
Sorry.
think Laz understood.
Sorry, I hit him with the double entendre there.
Yeah. He
Went
didn't
right
catch-
over
he
his
didn't
head.
catch that one.
Pause.
Okay. We're on the LSDP.
Come on, man. You know what's happening.
I forgot that we started already.
I want to know.
So you guys, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to know what you guys got out of it. You know, like when do you guys experiment with
Each other.
Yeah, I was gonna say what kind of drugs? Because some of these make you horny, and you guys were alone. So
No, when you guys experiment with psychedelics, is it always recreational or is it spiritual at all? Is there any spirituality in there?
I would say it's spiritual.
it sounded like it was recreational because he just said it was a random Wednesday night.
Yeah, no. Well, my trip, you know, at the end of the day or whatever, was
Yeah.
like spiritual.
Ooh.
It always is.
Yeah.
It always brings me back to like what matters in life.
Yeah.
What matters to me the most in life.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah.
What if
Brad is like, fuck, people don't know I do that shit.
No, it was cool. Yeah, definitely recreational. No, you know, but I could see how it could become spiritual.
So you just like to fuck around?
No, it's like it should be the opposite, bro. It should be like definitely spiritual, but I could see how it's recreational.
No, yeah, it was. It was definitely recreational for him because I would. It was Wednesday, yo.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, I'm down to go watch the playoffs, and he's like, hey, you wanna do some shrooms? I was like, okay.
So what happened? You guys just sat in the house, or
Well, yeah, we had there was other homies over
you
and
gotta
stuff.
drop the
and
vibe.
then okay, something weird that happened.
Yeah.
so you guys
we
were
got-
mid high, and something weird
Yeah,
happened?
yeah. We were basically like at our peak watching the playoffs with two of the homies.
Yeah.
And somebody knocks his door.
Yeah.
And then yeah, and we're like, what the hell? Like we weren't expecting anyone. We were like, oh, maybe it's Andre, you know?
Yeah.
The whole day we were like, where's Andre? He's coming. Anyways, we open the door, right? Where's my daddy? And it's his like a new neighbor that just moved in.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, what's up? I'm your new neighbor. I just wanted to drop off some beers.
Right.
He's like, I work for like he delivers beers and stuff to restaurants and whatever.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to stop by, drop off some beers, and then we were like, Brad was like, oh hell yeah, thanks, that's cool, And then the guy like looks inside, he's like, mind if I join you guys?
Oh no way! No
And then,
way!
I mean,
What do you guys? Before we go any further, how do you guys
Guess
feel?
what race he is?
He's a white guy. He's got to be a
sure.
white.
Yeah.
Gotta be a
Blonde
white.
hair.
yeah,
Yeah.
Gotta be a white.
yeah.
Watch out
A
for
great
him,
white.
bro.
What was his name? No.
Nah, don't put him on blast. Don't put him on
When he
blast.
kills you, he's not gonna use a gun. Trust me. He's gonna stab you to death.
Oh, you're saying he's on some.
That's some weird shit. I would never just invite myself over, bro. What the fuck?
What if they look like they were having a really good vibe?
That's probably what happened. He was like, oh man, like I want to be in this room,
FOMO.
Yeah,
Probably
but
had
inviting
nothing
yourself
better to
over
do.
like the first night, like maybe drop off the beers and be like, hey, we should kick it sometime.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. After dropping off beers and asking something, it's kind of hard to be like, oh, no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't find
You
that
know?
weird though? I would have been like, nah, fool, I'm busy tonight.
Oh, okay. So let me guess, and this is fine, but I want to
yeah,
proceed
yeah.
with the story. So you guys end up letting him in, right?
Yes.
Was he a cool guy?
Yeah, it was chill.
Charismatic? Or
Yeah,
just-
well, he was like, whatever we talked about, he would like talk, reciprocate. He was chill. He was vibing, saw the whole playoffs and like then took off, right? So it wasn't anything like,
Was he charming?
I wouldn't say charming. Nah, but he was chill. It was funny though, because
you have a bulge? What kind of
Yeah,
bulge?
never mind, never mind.
A whole
no.
stud. No?
No, but yeah, basically that happened. Then eventually he left after the game was over. But that was so random, especially since we were tripping. We were
So
just like,
yeah, I was gonna ask, did that not make
Nobody
you guys
knew.
feel like a weird?
So what happened was the way that the building is set up, you have to go like around it to get to like where the laundry place is. So
Skyscraper ass fool.
yeah. So I think he was doing laundry, and that's what me and Monty, when we were tripping, we're like, did you see that? What was that? Like, it looked like someone was like running through the back, you know, like there was someone back there. Like, what the fuck? What was that? You know? And it was him. It was my neighbor. He was doing laundry, and he saw that we were having a grand old time, you know, like, hell yeah, these fools are posted, you know, like
Grand old time.
you know, I'm gonna hit this fool right now, you know, like
I'm gonna hit it from the back.
you know, like that fool's right there chilling with all his friends. Let me go get, you know, here's some beer, you know. But I mean, yeah, I was kind of, you know, in a crossroads. I'm like, do I let him in?
Well,
you know, do I not
so you
let
guys-
him in?
so
It
you
was
guys-
a first impression kind of thing, so I wanted to make a good first impression.
I don't know you too much, but I would imagine that, like, off of what I know off of you, like, I wouldn't have expected you to let him in. Realistically,
it was probably the shrooms. He was probably like,
Yeah.
happier, more
'Cause
inviting.
You're
mood.
very like a
Right.
very like a specific and very. I don't know if
So back to the shrooms, bro. That's probably what shrooms do to you. They make you more open, you know.
Friendly.
They kill your ego, and especially after what had happened
Oh, it
at
kills
us
your ego, all right.
at the place we were at, Monty, when we went to go get meat. Some guy
Hey, yo.
was hating on us hard, bro. He was hating on
It's like
us
they're
so
taking
hard.
all the good meat.
Like, okay, so you need one of their cards to
Yeah.
get like a discount, right? So it was £1 for $9.99, and neither of us had a card. So you know how they always have a card right there and just beep, scan it, you know, and like this guy wouldn't, bro. Like he saw me and Monty, he's like, "Oh, are you
No,
guys?"
like it.
Yeah, fuck these guys.
Yeah, he
cheers,
was hating on
cheers.
us so hard, and I walked out of there just like, damn, that fool was hate. And then Monty's like, bro, people are just haters. I'm like, bro, he was in a position to help, and he didn't help.
That's exactly why I thought you wouldn't have let that guy in.
Yeah.
Is you're like that, like
Yeah, so fidgety and like
yeah.
very calculated. Yeah, because $9.99, we could have got boom, 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 like that.
Like if I let him in now, I'm gonna always have to let him in. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what's
yeah,
going
yeah,
on in
yeah,
my
yeah,
mind
yeah.
because that's just what I get off of you.
Yeah. So you guys let a Ted Bundy character inside
That's
the
what
crib.
I'm saying,
And
yo.
he's just like measuring you guys out. Where's the exit? How many doors are in here?
this
How
fool
many-
has one room.
How many people live here? Ooh, you gotta be careful, yo.
The pot shit's here.
You know what they say, you know?
Yo, you're scaring him, Andre. You're scaring him.
Did it? Yeah. Hey, I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah.
And this is obviously my imagination just taking the story somewhere else, you know. But I wasn't there. It could be just a regular guy. But isn't that what happened when like Ted Bundy invite people over? Oh yeah, let's have a beer. Relax. I just want to take some pictures.
mental. Like,
It's true.
yeah, bro. I don't know. That's why I said he ain't gonna use a gun.
Oh, you did say that.
There's no way, bro. It's like what you know. Us Mexicans, we would never do that shit. We'd talk shit on our neighbors when they first move in, and then a couple months down the line, you're like, "Oh, these fools are actually kind of cool." Like, carne asada, you know?
but I've ran into those characters who like don't abide by like that type of approach. You know, they almost have like a no filter, and they're it's like, oh fuck, man, this was coming. Oh,
I had a neighbor one time growing up. He lived right next door.
Yeah.
But we were little, and like I think he was an only child at the time, and so we would always like play dinosaurs or something, right? We're like in elementary, point is he would start like coming over every day.
Yeah.
But then after a while, it became like annoying. Like, you know,
Yeah.
dude, like we don't want you to come over every day. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
that was the parents being like, "Vete con Edgar."
yeah, probably. I don't know. But point is, he would be here. He would come every day, and then sometimes like we'd be like eating, and then he would like open the door, like the front door, like just come in,
normally.
and then we all look, and be like, "Oh, who is that?"
Yeah.
And he's already like inside the house, and he's like, "Oh, can I come in?"
Then
And we were like, "Yeah, I guess here." Like,
I was
have a
like
seat."
that though. I was like a little
Yeah.
kid like that.
Well, yeah,
Oh wait,
I'm sure it
didn't
was like.
you say that you went to your homie's house to
yeah.
play his PlayStation when no one was home?
Yeah,
Dude, what?
no, it was Nintendo 64.
Ah, so
and
you
I
were
was
just like my neighbor. Then,
and I
huh?
walked in and I found because I knew where we would play and I
He
just
said,
went.
wait, you were my neighbor.
I just went into the room and I turned on the TV and I just started playing, bro. I was just like, I was addicted, bro. I was a
I
little
despise
kid.
people like you.
I think it was Super Smash Bros. I think it was Super Smash Bros. Or Mario Kart, one of those.
Hell
but
yeah.
yeah, and then she walked in. She's like, oh, like, what are you doing here? I'm like, oh, I'm just playing. She's like, Bobby's not here. All right. All right.
Did you go home or did she
Of
let you
course
play?
I fucking went home.
Wait, how old were you?
I was like probably like 5, 6.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to be like 15.
No, fuck
Yeah.
no, I was a little kid, but
Had
it was
me
like
worried there.
one of my early memories for sure.
Damn, you're
Okay.
lucky that lady was nice.
Oh no, she was like distant related to me in some type of way.
If she worked at Nickelodeon, it would have turned out a little different, bro.
I know what they say about them Nickelodeon producers.
Oh shit.
Did anything ending up happening with like
Dan Schneider
or
I heard-
Drake after that whole interview came out?
I think Dan Schneider is like countersuing, or no, he's suing whoever made that doc because for like defamation and shit like that.
Damn.
And he's the one that likes the feet, not the one that was touching Drake, right?
Yeah, he's the one that likes the feet. The one that was touching Drake was like a vocal actor or something like
Yeah.
that, a vocal tone actor or something like that.
It's insane.
Isn't that weird how they have that like a bunch of like these little things in the industry? Oh, it's not the producer, it's this guy, but he still gets down like
A vocal coach or like a piano teacher or like a
A stage presence coach,
yeah.
a coach
all
for
those.
everything. They just
Would you guys ever put your kids in like child acting or anything like that,
No.
or like modeling? Like, do you guys see yourselves like?
No, and if I did, like I'd have to be like
Yeah.
involved, like
not-
100%.
Not
of the
even
time.
that. At this point, like we've gotten to the point where you could just get yourself a nice little camera and shoot your pictures for your
you're
own
right.
kid.
You're very right.
Fuck that.
Like
Yeah.
modeling agencies aren't.
Because
No, yeah.
Drake's dad was there the entire time, and look what happened to him.
Yeah, like I said, my answer is no. But if he was or she was, I'd have to be there at all times.
Yeah, I mean that'd be kind of weird. Do you guys ever?
Yeah, I mean, you can't just trust your kid to like a random adult. But parents do that all the time with like when they send their kids to school. If you think about it,
Yeah,
right?
that is true.
Yeah, the crazy shit happens all the time with teachers, principals, like
Anyone can become a teacher, a principal,
for
right?
real. Anyone.
Hmm.
How many? It's a weird question.
Just
Go
like
for it.
anyone can become a cop.
Yeah,
Same thing.
it's the same thing, I guess. I mean, I've always told you guys about like how people or like even in society, we surface level we're like, oh, that's a cop, that's a firefighter, that's like we see people like as a position, and we kind of always take away about like the identity behind.
Yeah.
We kind of judge the book
Hating
by the
that.
cover.
Of course.
The
That's-
uniform
that's
is
what-
what they are.
It's what
course.
branding does.
I always talk about how important that shit is. I talk to Brad all the time about
As in
the
like
brand.
Yeah.
Oh, the brand important. Okay.
Well, you see a cop uniform or someone in that uniform. What do you think? What's the first thing you think of?
Good guy, hero,
Yeah.
save.
Depends. Some people like fear for their lives. I know
mean,
that
some
if a
pe-
cop is behind me, I'm
Right.
scared that I'm about
Some
to get
people
pulled over.
but I think the first initial thing is like,
Yeah, and
you
then
know,
like
that.
and then someone comes fucking bangs on your shit late at night. Oh
You're like-
shit, trying to break into my pad. Who am I? Oh, let me call the cops. You know, like
No, yeah.
our mind just goes there. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that's what it used to be. I feel like now it just depends on the situation we're in. Like, if we see someone getting beat up or like something happening, and we see a cop, obviously we see a superhero with the cape and shit.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna lie. Growing up, when I would see a cop, I would be like,
I want a sticker.
no. I would actually be like nervous, like
No, yeah.
scared, because my parents were like nervous and scared
Oh,
because they didn't have like, you know,
Yeah.
Proper
they came here,
documentation.
yeah, they didn't have driver's license or anything back in the day, and so every time there was a cop, they'd be like, "Oh, stop moving," or like, you know, sit down, or like, "There's a cop," and we'd be like, "Oh, what?"
For real? You were
all
just
in
like-
like alert. Hay una policía, you know.
You get all
Don't turn on the light, you know.
So,
they'd be-
so do you guys believe in like just how that energy I feel has been transferred to you? Like, do you think that's how like generational trauma works?
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
that's exactly how
what
it
it
works.
is.
You know, because
Yeah.
like you don't know why, but like now when a cop gets behind you, even for me, you know what I mean? I'd be like,
well, now I know why.
like, oh, there's a fucking cop out.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
kind of get a little tense, you know, and you're just like,
I'm high as fuck right now. Fuck.
Real.
Those are other traumas. Though.
So imagine all the other shit that just gets like
Yeah,
passed
yeah.
down.
No,
passed down.
yeah,
and
because-
subconsciously too, because some things we're conscious of, you know.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of shit that I think that's in our subconscious.
Yeah, because even when you're sober, even when I'm
Yeah.
sober, and a cop gets, behind my vehicle,
Yeah.
it's just like, oh shit,
I'm about to get
am
pulled
I
over.
doing everything right? Like, am I doing something wrong?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
okay, I'm doing everything. I'm the speed limit. All right, you're good. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Like, but
Yeah.
it gets you thinking for like a split second.
If you don't want to get pulled over, get like a BMW, Mercedes, anything nice. Just get a nice car and they're not gonna pull over.
I stopped getting pulled over when I didn't have my front tints. I never got pulled over. I mean, actually, one time with you, but that's because I ran the stop.
Yeah,
If you remember that, and we were
Not
high.
for your
that
tints.
shit was a
and we were
bust.
high.
This fool had a bong in his fucking lap, and we got pulled over.
Very true, my lord. Indeed, it is.
But he got away with it.
Fuck.
And here, did you guys see this? Hold on.
R&B singer Sean Kingston has been taken
no way.
into
I saw
custody in
this.
San Bernardino County. Florida authorities say the singer was arrested in the high desert community of Fort Irwin. His California arrest comes after a SWAT team raided his rented South Florida mansion today and arrested his mother on fraud and theft charges. But an attorney says the arrest is partly related to a lawsuit filed against the rapper, accusing him of defrauding a company that installed a giant television for him. Kingston posted on social media responding to the situation, saying his lawyers are handling everything.
You guys remember who Sean Kingston is, right?
Yeah.
He's been known to scam people all the time though.
So do you tie this guy in with Akon?
Like not I don't tie him to Akon, but I see he has Akon tendencies.
Because didn't they say that he like scammed? I know they said that it was like a TV, but I think he scammed like fucking like 100, maybe it was like hundreds of millions.
Brad,
of
look it
dollars
up.
of watches. Yeah, look that shit up. Something along the
Sean
lines
Kingston scam watches.
that. Yeah.
But yeah, this guy, I've seen plenty of things of him scamming different things. Look, just read the headline right there for us.
Sean Kingston and his mother stole more than $1 million worth through fraud, authorities say. Damn.
Through fraud. What were they doing like as fraud?
Well, they were
think-
probably.
I think-
Go ahead.
I think they were like
Trying to sell houses or something?
no, they were. I'm telling you, it was about the watches that they had bought them, but they never
Oh.
paid the. You know how sometimes they'll like ship it to you and then like you pay the invoice type of thing.
Yeah.
Here
They
we
didn't
go.
pay it.
Read it out for us, Brad.
In 2015, a seller of customized watches successfully sued Kingston and his mother in a New York City federal court for $356,000 after they failed to pay. In 2018, a New York jeweler successfully sued the two for $301,000 after they scammed the store out of 9 items.
So what they do is I think they put it on cards
Oh, okay.
and then they like file like a thing, or they just fucking have fake cards and shit.
I see, yeah.
And they've just been caught, and he's been doing this shit forever. And you could tell by the news anchor was like, his rented house. It's like, damn, why they gotta know that it's
Yeah.
rented?
Yeah. Oh. His rented mansion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I would assume that he has money coming in, bro. He had bangers.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel
Well,
like
who
the
knows?
more
At the time, like the way labels were structured, like
Yeah.
everyone was getting the bad end of the stick. So who knows?
and I tie that in with like the NBA players, like they get like a good contract and then like they just blow away the money. Like I'm sure it kind of works in a similar manner, don't you think?
He's
Yeah.
also like a big drug addict, bro.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
That fool stays on like lean and shit. But yeah, I don't know, bro. Cause you see the people that like have that one hit wonder, and then the guy that did lean like a cholo's out here living lavish. I know he is.
Nah, I see them.
He like a
I see them performing like at a little like
At a mall?
I don't.
At a mall.
You saw that video too? Hey, no shame, fuck it.
Yeah, he's getting his bag,
The
yo.
kids. Hey, who is that?
But the thing to him is that he probably came from the streets, and now he's probably like tucked away somewhere in like Rancho Cucamonga in a nice house.
Yeah.
you know.
He's making money doing what he loves. Hopefully, he loves performing that song to this day. I think we talked about that before, huh? Like, if you're an artist and you blow up with the song, like, if it's like a bad song or annoying song, like, it must suck.
Oh yeah.
But it wouldn't be a bad song if you like. What song would you hate performing if you were
Like,
the artist?
what the fox say?
Oh, this is the exact
Right?
conversation.
That's
that we
it.
had.
I think we did.
That's the
That's how
exact
I'm-
answer that you
But,
gave to
yeah,
the first
yeah.
time.
That would suck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Superman, that Soulja Boy song is pretty annoying.
It's
But-
annoying, but it's a banger.
Yeah,
Every
it's
time
gonna
it
get
comes
the
on,
crowd,
I'd be
like,
like, "Ee." Everyone knows the dance too.
I feel like Soldier Boy still he likes to perform that one still.
Yeah, probably.
Dude, imagine being Soldier Boy and being like Soldier Boy up in his great get want me. Yeah, I don't know. Like he's got to feel some type of way like when he performs that. Versus, do you feel some type of way when you're like ding 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 ding? Like, no, it's different. It's different.
The guy that was that South he's South Korean? The fucking
Gangnam Style.
Gangnam Style.
Yeah.
That guy's for sure still making it back across the world fucking
Yeah.
performing that shit.
Have you seen clips of
Probably.
his shows?
He has a show.
They're sold out. They're like
No, his concerts.
they're like
What does
yeah,
he
I didn't.
play?
I didn't
like
know.
thousands of people.
Dude,
Everyone's
so
going
my cousin's
crazy.
really into K-pop, and I was like, oh yeah, my favorite K-pop. This is raises.
Yeah.
My favorite K-pop artist, and I put Psy or whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
And she's like, oh my god, this isn't even K-pop.
Is that racist?
That was that segment of the show, yo.
Nah.
But
But okay,
I mean, the dude, yeah, he's definitely making money still, or his label, who knows what it is. But yeah, Gangnam Style, I still bump that.
I know you probably
I was
you
playing that on
are
the way
definitely
here.
the person
actually.
that like whoever's in your car, you would put all the windows down and bump this shit just to embarrass the fuck out of everyone in the car.
Yeah, you do shit like
I
that.
do shit like that.
You,
Yeah.
you think they bumped this guy in China?
China.
Is he Chinese?
Is this racist?
I mean, what's his
That was
ethnicity?
Brad,
What
guys.
did he say?
Because if
He's
he-
from
if they-
South Korea.
He's from South Korea. But
South Korean rapper.
Because if they bump it in China, that means his numbers are crazy, like billions of streams a day. I don't know. Sorry.
But
Oh no. Yeah.
go ahead. I was gonna switch the whole conversation.
Yeah,
that's
go
why.
for it, go for
oh
it.
yeah, because I saw something about like Peru that they just classified like the LGBT crowd as like a mentally ill, and I think they're going through a whole like not war, but there's people protesting and all over the place. But
What do you mean they're protesting? Who and in what favor or
they're protesting against them making it like a
mental
illness. Do you guys? I mean, because this was definitely like something that was kind of not taught to us, but at least I was told a couple times, never by my parents, but by other people that, oh yeah, those people are just sick in the head. Like, but do you think that?
way to put people on?
No,
Okay,
nah, but
that's-
back in the day, like people really thought that,
Oh,
those
yeah.
fools are just like, oh, no están bien de la cabeza, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. When I was in elementary school, like there was this kid who everyone like, well, not everyone, but like as a boy, as a little boy, I was like, oh, like he's like at the time I couldn't put it into words, but looking back in my head, I was like, oh, that other boy is like very feminine, like. I think he's gay, you know. Like I had that notion, you know. But back then it was like,
Oh, that fool, just put him in the
concealed.
retard class.
no, it was concealed. Fucking guy. No, it was concealed back then. Like you had to like fit in society. It was a lot more like surface level. You had an idea, but you never had confirmation like that. You know, like.
Well, it was the whole
And then
like,
there- and
lo
then-
que se ve, no se.
And yeah, and there was another guy who was a lot more closeted, and like I was like, oh, like I could see him being like straight, but maybe he just bad with girls. But like fast forward, like I stumbled upon his IG a couple like months ago, and he's like full blown drag queen. Like, not that there's anything wrong with that, but like at the time, like you weren't able to tell, you know.
Yeah.
Like that fool was gayer than the fool that actually looked gay. And
Yeah, in that way. But so back then it was like a lot more hidden, and like now it's more like accepted.
Yeah.
Like I think we have made, I think progress maybe is a word.
Yeah. Well, the only reason I brought this up also was because there's another topic where like, you know how we always say that we might have overcorrected things in this country, maybe even
Yeah, like
possibly
the
in the
cancel
world.
culture shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously, I feel like people are starting to like realize that okay, like it's cool to be like gay and all this stuff, but I think we overdid it because there's there's big companies like Target and fucking other companies that are like
Overdoing it.
yeah, they were overdoing it and now they're like taking
Disney,
shit off.
Disney.
Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
taking shit off, and I don't know. Like, I think that's what Peru did, because I think Peru was fucking allowing it, and I think it got overboard. I don't think people realize how many gay people were in this world, or maybe people were just convinced that to come out as gay, or I don't know. But now they're seeing it as a mental illness. I feel like they're trying to like correct the overcorrectness.
I feel like they're not like. I don't think there's anything wrong with like you know, people being gay or liking the same sex. Like, you like what you like, okay? Of course. But for some reason, like when you put like LGBTQ like as a whole, there's a part of there that's like the non-binary, this and that, like different pronouns, like all that. Like that's when it starts getting into the.
So you're saying the plus is the problem?
Yeah, I guess if that's what the plus is.
He's saying the extremists are the ones that kind of like ruin it
that's
for the
what makes
whole.
It makes
and I
it
think that's
seem
the
like
plus, because we all, even like in those days when it was like more low key, we all knew lesbians.
Yeah.
We all knew gay people. Of course. We all knew bisexuals.
Yeah.
We knew transgenders existed, but it was like kind of even more low key at that point. And queer was just a different way of saying gay when I was younger.
No one ever hated them or nothing.
Yeah.
Like it, like from what I remember, it was just something that existed. Like I would hear about the San Francisco gay parade, and I'd be like, cool. Like I never once like in my head was like, oh fuck that, like that's wrong. Like I feel like they made it like a thing where it's like, oh, they're receiving backlash, but there was like never any backlash in the beginning, if that kind of makes sense, you know? Like I feel like they made it become an issue like that. Like I don't think the attention that was given to them at like initially, it wasn't what it is now, which is like all the conflicted, like, are we with them? Are we not with them? Because of that plus, you know? If I understand what Laz is saying.
It's like the X on Latinx. Like, what's the point? Like, just leave it. Everyone already knew what Latin was.
Brad, didn't you graduate as a Latinx? What do you call that?
Yeah, Orgullo Latino.
No,
Latinx. I saw your little banner, bro.
I mean, too. I saw it. I was gonna shit on you, but I'm like, this was graduating.
The banner said Orgullo Latino, and the Latino had an X on it.
Yeah, Latinx.
Yeah.
Orgullo Latinx.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Do you identify as a Latinx?
No, I identify as a Mexican, Hispanic.
But you don't like. See, I don't think you get it.
No. Let him explain it.
Okay, so the way I literally went to graduation, I didn't have that banner when I got there. I had my tassel, I had my thing. You walk into a gate, there's a bunch of tables before they give you your card that they're going to call out. And they ask you, they're like, hey, like there's different ones. There's like EOPS, there's LGBTQ. It just, they're banners that like what represents you, you know? So yeah, I should have done a little bit more research before putting on a banner.
No, I'm not saying that you made a bad decision.
Realistically, you should have got the LGBTQ in.
I just saw that it said like Adelante, and I saw everyone with banners, you know, some with gold banners that, you know, had honors and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, you need good grades for that one, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so anyway, whatever.
No, but yeah, Latinx is like, I think that was a very controversial thing too a while back. And
a lot of people didn't stand with that because it's like you're trying to neutralize a gendered language, or
the plus and the X are just an agenda. And
wait,
one is just tilted.
What does queer mean?
I think gay, no?
That's what I thought.
But the gay is already on that.
Yeah.
So what is? Can you look up what the Q in LGBTQ?
It means queer, but what does queer mean?
That might be the problem. We'll see.
No.
Well, let's see what the definition
This was
is.
like, fool, this was agreed on the plus? Fuck, it's not the plus.
There's no way. Actually, fuck with the plus. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
It's two E's.
Feeling that they're being watched.
No, it's two E's, not an A.
Yeah, I don't know. Queer's always been around, but all of those are always just been gay to me.
It says right there on the right. What does it say?
Queer. Hold on. So, queer is an umbrella term for people who are not heterosexual or what is that? Cisgender.
Originally meaning strange or peculiar, queer came to be used pejoratively against LGBT people in the late 19th.
It's pretty much like it's as a derogatory term at some point, I think, right?
Yeah, that's what it's saying right there.
And they just took it and ran with it.
Yeah, it's like the N-word
for them.
Yeah.
So we've been saying the N-word the whole time. Queer.
The Q word.
Yeah, we got to take that back. That's ours now. Nah.
Well, yeah, they took the rainbow.
Oh, you're right.
You know, from like religion, from
and then
Jesus.
and then they put all the like brown toned colors. I was like, no, why the browns?
And they took the word gay. Gay used to mean happy.
Ooh.
What happened to those days?
What are Mexicans taking?
Taking? What are we taking?
Because there's no way I'm taking
People's
wetback.
jobs?
There's no way I'm taking wetback.
No.
That doesn't even sound fly. No. I can't put that in a song somewhere.
A
My
paisa.
back
Paisa's
is
not
so
even
wet.
bad.
Yo, whoa.
I'm a wetback, jetpack, jetpack.
Damn. That water jetpack.
What do you guys think about like a New York club making people to get into the club? You had to have 50K in your bank account. And you had to prove it.
Looks like I'm gonna be outside the club, yo.
So how many of us are getting into that club?
I'm not even gonna sit here and cap, bro. I'm not getting in that fucking club.
This money, I could get you guys all in. I just needed it all Venmoed back. I need to put it back. I gotta get it back in my crypto.
Yeah, if I could show them my crypto account, I might be able to get in.
So actually,
if they accept crypto, maybe.
Actually, one of you guys is gonna have to stay outside.
Sorry, guys.
Who are we voting
Sorry,
off?
lads.
Who are we voting off the island?
I only have enough for me and Zandre, lads. Sorry.
Only 100K, my lord.
Stockpile is dwindling.
But how ridiculous is this getting? Like the club scene is dying, and they're making it hard to get into the club.
Have you guys seen that weird Mockingbirds comparison? Are you going
to the tree? Yeah.
And
What
it's
about
like
it?
all the celebrities, and they're at the Met Gala, and like they're in their
Oh,
outfits, and then it
yeah.
transitions to the kids in Gaza.
Pretty much like it's showing you like the high part of the world, like the richest part, and then it's showing you like the bottom.
Yes.
You know, like the kids in Gaza getting bombed, like, you know, like thirsty, hungry, like the
Yeah.
worst of the worst.
Yeah, this is what this reminds me of. I don't know why.
Like the 50K shit.
It's like dystopian. In a
Oh,
way,
yeah.
you know.
Okay. Well, yeah, they're target. They only want a certain class of people.
But there's other shit like this that exists inside the world. You know, like there's other like billionaire clubs and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know,
What's like golf clubs and stuff like that
Right.
too. Like only a certain like static type of
Yeah.
people like can afford to go in.
So
People
you're-
pay like $20,000 a month for like, you know,
very very
the
true.
golf club. And
The golf club you had to have a only white blood for 17 generations.
generation.
Yeah.
It'd be like that.
For real.
Pretty sure there's a club like that out there.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, wasn't Tiger Woods the first black man to golf on like one of the golf courses in one of the like big tournaments in the world? He was like one of the first.
Well, yeah,
black
he got
people.
a lot of backlash for that because it was always like a white man's sport.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah,
That was always a
crazy.
big deal like growing up, I remember.
Didn't they give him a lot? They gave him a lot of shit for like sleeping with white chicks, right? Tiger Woods.
They give any black man or Mexican, anyone that dates outside their race gets a lot of shit for it. I know Chris gets it all the
Do
time.
you guys agree with that? Like, do you guys?
Yeah, I agree with that.
You
Well, like,
Oh, yeah,
did you
this
date
guy-
outside your race?
No, but
This guy
what I'm
only
saying
dates
is-
out his race.
Yeah,
And even when she is his race, she's not really that race.
yeah. She's like diluted.
Oh yeah.
He's
You
a shit-
caught me. You caught me.
He's a
But
Latinx.
yeah, no, but yeah, I agree. Like culture or whatever, kind of, it does kind of like the older generation. People do
Yeah.
get backlash for that. I'm not
Yeah.
saying I got like hard backlash or whatever,
But
like,
did you feel it
I
in the room?
So in some
Yeah.
cases, yeah. In some cases, yes.
And how'd you react to it? Did you like that? Like, were you fine with
Nah,
it? Were you able to maneuver in the room when
Oh,
shit
yeah,
like that is
of
being
course.
thrown in your direction?
Yeah. I didn't care. You
Nah. So you just that was like your approach, like, oh, I'm just. I don't
Oh, I'm
care.
just here. I'm having a good time. Like whatever.
Did you ever jab him back?
No, there was no need. It wasn't like that crazy, like a backlash. Like, you know,
Yeah.
there was no need. But I can tell like some people
Hey,
were
Edgar,
uncomfortable in
did
the
you bring
room,
your
right?
poncho? Any of that, or like they never took it to that extremity?
Oh,
Oh
okay,
wait,
like that.
so you were getting racism?
No. he's taking it like that. Like
I'm wondering how
how far did it
goes.
go? Okay, now let me.
I was thinking more like were your parents giving you shit for dating white women?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. But he wants to know like
The
how was
opposite
it
side.
the opposite, the other way around. No, I never got anything like racial thrown at me or whatever.
I know the best taco place, Edgar. You want to go? They got great burritos.
And the drive-through. We'll be doing that Taco Bell, yo.
Chris Kicker. Hey Chris, do you get any shit from your family?
No, they like her a lot.
Because you're dating a black girl, right?
Yeah. Bonquisha?
Quisha.
What's so funny?
She's a nice lady. Yeah.
She's cool.
No, but your parents do give you shit or not?
No.
No one has ever told you like, why are you dating a white girl? You're Mexican.
Friends.
Are any of her white family or friends ever done any racist things to you?
No.
No?
Cool.
I would imagine, like, I would imagine that you don't fall in love with like someone.
They're like, she's not like, oh,
I did have an ex, actually.
Ooh.
Actually.
oh,
Let's go.
We're talking about
was
exes
a
here, huh?
yeah.
No, let's go. I'm ready for this.
Nothing crazy. We just went to like a family graduation, I think. It was a
Yeah.
while ago. It was like 06, I think.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, bro, sure. 99 if you want.
anyways, and I did walk in and the grandma like told her, like brought her aside and like pointed at me, and then
sure
I
about
asked her, I was
this?
like, what did she say? And she's like, oh, nothing.
Why is he so
I
short?
was just kind of she's like, oh, the help is here. She's
the
like,
gardener must have brought his son today.
Let him do it.
she was just I was like, what did she say? She was like pointing at me. She was like, oh, I was just telling her that you were my boyfriend. I was like, oh, she didn't know? She's like, yeah, but she didn't know you were Mexican. And I was like, oh. So she must have said like,
I didn't know he was a wetback. Is that what she said?
who let him through the border?
Oh, we don't have beans today.
Oh shit! And how'd you feel about that? Like,
Well, she's this ex-girlfriend, bro.
Because if it's 06
At the time.
at the time,
I mean,
Did you
I
feel
was
some way at the time?
Initially, no, but then like the next day, I was kind of like,
oh, fuck.
like you know,
The first day, she's
what was
like,
the big
racist.
deal? Like, what's the big
Grandma's
deal?
not a
Why?
threat to me.
Was she white?
Yeah.
So you're a serial white woman dater?
I mean, I'd say most of my serious relationships are white, but when I was single,
So you fuck around with our queens and just take the white
So you're
bitches
saying
serious.
you only take white women serious. is
Well,
what
I
you're saying.
and our
credit
queens
scores.
you treat like trash. Our brown queens you treat like trash.
horrible.
it's about the credit score.
It's a good point. It really is about the
Gotta
credit
think
score
about the kids in the
nowadays.
future, you know.
Hey,
Yeah.
I respect that.
Hell yeah.
I respect that, and I receive that. I'm glad that you were able to leave that behind you. You know, you're obviously in a better scenario now.
What would you do if you like your girl's family said some racist shit to you?
If it was like in a joking manner, I'd be okay with it.
You cracker.
Because then I'd be like, yeah, I'd probably have to get him back somehow.
Oh,
I'd get him
he
back
would. He
somehow.
would. He's clever. Yeah.
And yeah, but I mean, if it was like,
Dude,
it was
can you
anger.
imagine?
This
I
is
want to
a-
be there that day.
I don't think I've ever dated outside my race. I can't say I can't. It's weird. Like
Yeah.
I want you to know my life, like, or somewhat understand what we're going through. You know, I want you to know that Mexican moms just yell because they yell. You know, like
Yeah.
Like if you were to bring a white girl home, she'd be like, "Why is she so mad?" It's just mom, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Be like a culture shock.
Yeah. It would.
Do you agree with that, Brad?
Yes. I
well,
agree.
Brad's only had one girlfriend. He's the one that told us that. He volunteered the information.
No, she was super cool, bro. Her mom was actually really hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was a
This little naughty America going on.
Yeah.
Your little pussy belongs to me. You're gonna learn to do what I fucking tell you to.
Who is that?
So random on the internet.
It's Chris. It's Chris. Damn, Chris.
I know what I like.
That's insane.
And what she likes too, huh?
Imagine the type. There's bitches out there that like that shit.
Oh, of course. There's a wide spectrum of humans around this whole fucking planet.
Yeah,
You know, there's some weirdos, some freakies,
a little bit of everything.
a little bit of everything.
I can't see the screen, but yeah, that is kind of weird. Imagine you said you hit that people with that line, Monty.
Oh, all the time.
He also last week said he was Diddy. So
It's my go-to.
That's his go-to. Well, you know, you
kidding.
miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
what's
No,
the
I
other,
never miss with that one.
what's the other saying you have? What the like I always say the clock one.
Oh no.
Well, that's your saying, right? Like I always say.
that's not
my
Yasmin
saying. I'm not gonna say that.
Come on.
Say it. Say it, and if it's bad, we'll edit it out.
Oh well, there's this saying that goes
Like I always say, he said.
No, we can't put that shit out there.
We've definitely said it on this pod before.
Not anymore. I'm a changed man.
Oh, so this is how you felt before?
It's never on board with this.
I saw it tatted on your neck.
Yeah, for those of you guys asking why he sits at an angle.
So you can't see it.
He's like, what the fuck did I do to deserve this?
Right? Crucify me.
Money, no.
Okay, well, tell us I know that it wasn't your saying. This is me just trying to make Monty uncomfortable. But what was the saying? No, Monty
So
doesn't think this. It was just trying to make him uncomfortable.
So this saying goes, if her which is horrible. And I remember my friend,
It's getting bleeped.
my friend in high school would say,
Dude, you're on Epstein's list.
no, there's a worse one. My friend in high school would say,
Go for it.
no. He would say,
This is a clippable moment right here.
yeah, he would say, it's for me.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, this is all getting taken out.
Yeah, gotta edit this part out, yo.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just
Getting
bleep it.
bleeped.
Yeah, just believe it. Keep him wondering.
And these were all written by Chris.
Oh, my God.
We do always say that Chris needs a 5-minute stand up, right?
Look at Brad's face. Disgusting.
Fucking crazy.
These guys are all laughing.
All right.
It's not funny.
All right. Let's tighten
What's so
up.
funny, guys?
Let's tighten up here. Let's tighten up. Who was asking me about drugs or something like that?
Oh, no, I think Chris was saying that he does Molly and
Who hired this guy?
did we,
The vetting process here at the LSTP.
did we drug test these guys?
We didn't, but we should have.
I'm gonna need you guys to pee in the cup after the pod, please.
What a segue.
We're out of cups. Monty, get over here.
Yeah, definitely taste some Molly in here for sure.
He's like, "Do you have asparagus last night?"
Taste acidic.
Oh, shit.
You had asparagus last night.
This was definitely a crackhead.
Oh, shit.
Nah, but all right. Well, we were talking about drugs, and someone was telling me a crazy was it salvia story?
Yeah, one of my friends, he was telling me that he did salvia and he spent a year as someone's couch.
That sounds like a DMT trip.
I need
or-
him. I need a little bit more.
He was just saying he was.
So were you with him when
no,
he did
this
the
is
trip?
just the story he was telling me.
Okay,
After
okay.
It was like a
So
month later.
he hit salvia and he was on a trip for a whole year.
No,
He felt like he was on a trip for a whole year as a couch.
In a
as
span
somebody's
of
couch.
what? In a span of
8 minutes.
8 minutes.
Yeah.
He lived the whole year as
He
a
lived
couch
the whole year.
for 8 minutes.
This is what he said. And then after that, as he was like coming out of it, he was saying that he would look up and like the sky was like a glass ceiling, but it was like checkered board.
Yeah.
Like black and white. And then there were like 16-ounce pint glasses like up against it, upside down. And he saw pills like being filled up, like It was really weird. Super weird.
And this was salvia.
Salvia.
Have you ever tried?
No.
Tried it?
No.
Have you guys ever tried it?
No,
I've seen
never.
videos of people jumping out of windows and shit.
Windows.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How high?
How would
First story.
yeah, I think it's like level.
I mean, if you jump off
okay.
a window in general, you got to be tripping for sure.
Yeah.
I had
Or the
like,
house is on fire.
Right.
Or the other.
I never tried it, but when I was like younger, me and one of my homegirls and then like one of the homies, we went down to the beach, and we were under like there's like a train station there or whatever. We were under it, and we were chilling. We were chilling on some rocks, in like a triangle, and then she like hit it. She loaded it up like a regular, like if you're smoking bud, and she hit it and like it was fine, and then like out of nowhere she started just tripping. She's like, she couldn't look at us. She started looking down. It lasted like 3 to 5 minutes, but like when she came out of it, she was like, I saw the sand moving away from us. Like
Opening up.
like she explained it like in a manner whereas if it was like still on the ground, but it was just
Moving away from her.
exactly like in. That
Damn.
makes sense. Yeah, it was super weird. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't look like a fun time.
And I mean, in high school, I'm pretty sure that I remember the shit was being sold at like gas stations. And
Oh, there was
Yeah.
there was another kid. There was a kid. When I was in middle school, he killed himself.
Oh.
Yeah, he tried salvia, and he like I guess he took his dad's gun and he shot himself down the street. You remember that, Brad?
Who was it?
we're not gonna
I don't wanna
say
say it.
names.
That's why they stopped selling it at smoke shops, huh?
I don't
It
want to
used
say his name,
just
but it
be
was down your
easily-
street. It was right down your street. You remember? Yeah, it was right
Wait,
down
so
your street.
in 3 minutes, 3 to 8 minutes, he hit that shit. Was able to get a gun and shoot himself.
Yeah, he shot himself in the street.
Or like, do people get off of this shit and still feel weird? Or
I don't know, and I assume Chris's friend was like an adult at the time.
It was like probably like high school.
Oh shit! Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kid was young. So I imagine like the younger you are and you try that, like you probably have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
at all? That shit's insane. It's from Mexico too. I didn't even know that. People really be smoking anything.
Wait, they still sell it
Yeah.
at smoke shops, no?
I'm pretty sure. I mean,
That's
they sell crack
that's where
pipes
people
at
would
smoke
buy it
shop.
from back
Yeah.
in the day.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I think you still can.
I'm sure you
Oh.
can.
I think you still can.
If they sell fake weed at
I
smoke
wonder
shops,
why.
What do you mean why?
Like, why would they sell
think
us
it's because- I
salvia and
think
not sell us like weed instead?
This is
Right?
good. Didn't Biden just declassify weed as they knocked it down?
Yeah, but it's like all it's like a political move.
For the
Right.
all right, but
right
take the
around-
political part out of it. He made it what?
It's not a Schedule like 3 drug or
Oh,
whatever.
so you get tickets for it now. They've
think-
done that in California, no?
I think he's trying to decriminalize it.
Yeah.
It's already legalized, but it's not decriminalized.
Right.
Okay.
He should
Yeah.
release everyone then in prison for it.
Oh, for sure, there's people in prison
He should do that.
for possession and all that stuff. But it's like dream selling season. All right, guys, I'm gonna get you guys all out of jail. Vote for me again, and that's what it is.
Why do you even go for the crowd and that crowd can't even vote?
But yeah, but that is interesting how you could buy like fucking salvia that could fuck you up, and then you can't buy like
Weed.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what other random plant I've heard you could get high off of? You know those fucking those trees
no
that,
facts.
Yeah, no facts. No facts. There's trees that grow flowers upside down. Like white flowers upside down. I don't know if you guys ever
like
seen
a
them.
willow tree, or
I think
like
that's what
a-
it is.
I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but
Upside down flower tree. Look it up.
Upside down flower tree.
I don't know, but I know that my wife knows someone that fucking made a tea out of that shit and got sent to the hospital. Like, and it's a hallucinant.
why don't you be like lavender?
No, it's like a white flower.
Oh, that the
No.
weeping willow.
No,
But what if it's, just because it's a hallucinogen doesn't mean like you're gonna get it on a good trip, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like
And
what
how
if
much
it,
would you take?
like, yeah.
You know, because you can take mushrooms and not trip.
It's just weird how there's who does this shit? Who finds out like, oh, this shit could get me high, this shit could get me down.
They say the
ancestors.
prehistoric humans, like apes,
Our ancestors.
did it.
The apes would eat anything, and then they stumbled upon like mushrooms and
You
shit.
seen this tree?
I haven't seen it.
It like grows upside down.
Oh,
white
okay,
flower.
yeah, I've seen that.
You take that shit and it gives
Make
you
a
like
tea?
yeah.
like
you
ayahuasca.
or you could dry it out and fucking smoke it. But I'm like, damn, bro, people really be doing anything to get high.
Yeah,
The fact that people know that they could get high off of like air duster and shit like that, that's
Sharpies.
crazy.
Oh yeah, air duster is crazy.
Sniffing paint, like
Definitely see some people pass out on that shit.
Sharpie's my go-to.
Nas tanks.
I just keep a pen in my pocket.
Nah,
I think that's big in like the Hispanic community though. Only the Nas tanking.
What do you mean by that?
I've definitely seen some people fry their fucking brains out.
Dude, yeah, I don't. I've never done Nas, and I don't plan to either. Just
It was
'cause
fun.
for that reason, though.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard of people, like you do it once and then you just stay like that forever.
Yeah, nah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
You know?
trip.
I know that when I was younger in high school, like the local party DJ crashed his car like doing Nas.
Yeah,
He
Nas
did
in
that
the
shit and
car.
crashed his whip. It's like,
Yeah.
damn, no more parties.
Yeah, don't do drugs, kids.
For real.
Stay in school, drink your milk,
I mean,
all that.
are we going to consider weed a drug though? Because now they're saying that weed is like a consumed more than like alcohol is in America daily.
Yeah,
Weed is consumed more
Than
alcohol.
than alcohol in America daily.
Well, that's kind of a good thing.
You think so?
Well, yeah, I'd rather have people like it's safer to smoke weed than alcohol.
Yeah.
It's just well, and it's also like it's the same. Well, alcohol is easier to get to, so I don't know if I believe that because they sell alcohol like at the grocery stores and shit.
Yeah, but now they have pens and edibles and fucking every type of fucking what's it called? Any type of like way to do weed, you could do it.
Yeah, in different types of forms and stuff.
Yeah, and even like even back in the day, remember when our moms used to put the weed in the, I don't know. When I got caught, my mom would take my weed and put it
in the rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
yeah.
Pa sobarnos.
Yeah, my dad used to do that.
Yeah, he would take your weed and fucking.
Well, no, he would like come home with weed to put in the thing.
Where do you think he got that shit from?
Probably from one of the people he works for. He said that one of the houses he works for, like the dude has like trash bags of weed, and he's like, "Oh, yo, nomás lo moché, uno así," you know. He took it.
So he stole that shit.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the guy said, "Hey, he's cool with it," or maybe he stole it. Point is, there was weed in our rubbing alcohol growing up.
that's fire.
Yeah. But it's weird. There was such a fucking, even the, what was it, Pineapple Express starts off with that opening scene where like they like isn't the opening scene when they make the weed like illegal because they start like tripping out on, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. It's a pretty cool opening scene. I like that opening scene. I thought it was pretty creative. It's like a fun way to start a movie, like at a testing facility.
Yeah. But what do you guys think about the fucking Super Size Me guy that passed away?
Oh shit.
Well, why did he pass away?
Died of cancer.
A cancer.
Oh,
It's not even-
That's what all those. That's what McDonald's does to you. You know, when you eat that. That's
Mor-
what,
I don't
what's
know.
his name?
What do you think? What do you think? What do you
Morgan Soup. Was it Morgan Spurlock? That's his name. R.I.P. Morgan.
First of all,
Spurlock.
have you guys seen the Super Size Me documentary?
I've seen it.
Brad, you seen it?
It was
one?
disgusting.
The Super Size Me documentary?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they make you watch it in school.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why I
I
said
watched it for
R.I.P. Because
Yeah.
I was like, you definitely made me get out of some work in school.
Yeah.
But
Well, what do you guys think about?
Well, he scared everyone, bro. Like, I mean, at
think
least
so?
I know.
So
I was
for the
shook.
for the people who haven't seen Super Size Me, it's about this guy who what is it?
He eats
Morgan Spurlock. He does like he's like, okay, this is documentary style, and he's like, I'm gonna eat McDonald's every day for a whole month,
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
for a whole month, and I'm gonna see what it does to my body.
it's his diet.
So he does that, and he I guess one of the things is like, if they ask you to supersize, then you have to, right? Like if they ask you the
Yeah.
question, then he has
I
to
have to
say
say
yes.
yes.
And that was something that McDonald's used to do. They don't do that anymore. So back in the day, sometimes people would be, well, now they do like, would you want to go? You want to go medium or large? Back then they would
For
just say,
10 cents more, do you want to do a large?
yeah. But back then they would just say, you want to supersize it?
And it was larger than the large size,
yeah, it
right?
was
Yeah.
like a fucking
Dude,
the cups wouldn't
super
fit.
size.
The cups wouldn't fit in your cup holder. the fries were like enough to feed the family. Like it was ridiculous.
So I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong, but I think at the end of the month he gained like 53 pounds.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
You're right. He gained like a bunch of weight.
Yeah, he gained a bunch of weight, like his figure changed and stuff like that. And but so fast forward, it's 2024. He's passed away after fighting cancer. So it draws up a conversation about like, oh, was this caused by the food that he ate throughout this prolonged period of time, or is this something that just occurred
Popped up
from other health? You know,
because wasn't he a pretty healthy guy before the? I don't remember.
Yeah,
the movie.
I think he was. Like, he wasn't like that. He wasn't like in bad
shit.
health.
I remember that shit. The number one thing that stuck to me with that movie is like, if you eat this shit, your dick's gonna shrink. Because his dick shrunk at the end. His sex drive went down. I remember that shit. His sex drive went down and his dick shrunk. I was like, what the fuck? Like, eating McDonald's makes your dick shrink?
no wonder. See, that's why I never go there.
I got a Big Mac right after the movie.
Nah, but I don't think he was. I don't think it was the food. Like, at least I don't think he was eating McDonald's after this.
You have to ask yourself what other comorbidities did he already have and stuff like that, you know? But it's just that since he did this documentary and that's what he's most recognized for, immediately people are going to attach it to McDonald's, you know?
But after that, he did shows where he would do other things for 30 days too.
Oh, okay.
So
you see?
it'd be like, I'll be like a biker for like 30 days or I'll eat this or that for. So, I mean, I think he got like healthier too. Like, I think he like, oh, I'm gonna eat healthy for 30 days and see what happens. You know.
Yeah. Next,
I'm not a
go ahead.
I'm not like an expert with like cancer or anything, but I do believe that like holistically, like eating healthy, eating clean, and all that can like make it go away in some point or prevent.
So you think it's like on? So you believe in like Dr. Sebi and like all that stuff? You know, he's like very holistic and.
Yeah.
That was his main thing. Like he was like talking about like inflammation in the body.
Yeah,
and that's
exactly.
What causes it is like mucus, and he draws it all back to like
the body has to be like in an alkaline state. You know.
So you believe like holistically?
I do.
It can be prevented.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I know that I said that it's not the food, but I do believe that our food does give us a lot of cancer. I don't know the app that it's called. I'll ask my wife. Like, she uses it.
I know what you're talking
You can
about.
scan something and it'll tell you like this shit has cancerous shit in it.
And then some doctors, like with their patients, when they're doing like chemo and stuff, they just tell their patients, oh, like just eat whatever you want now.
Yeah.
Anything, you know.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. You just need to eat.
Yeah.
And then the point is they don't tell them to eat like healthy. They just tell them, oh yeah, eat crackers, eat everything, cakes, you know, chips, eat whatever. And these things like, you know, keep you like sick.
Right.
You know, so in a way I feel like it's a way to keep the cancer patient like in, you know, by not leading them like towards the right like path, you know?
No, for sure.
I feel like it's very corrupt that way.
Did you guys see? I think it's like 98% of like men's testicles or something like that have
microplastics.
Yes.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
How'd that get in there?
We're just like consuming so much plastic.
Yeah.
I think someone said like in a month,
On the water
body
bottles?
consumes
Credit
like
card?
a debit card or something like that. Yeah.
Just
Like
in our food.
Just like from drinking
Water.
like water out of like
Plastic.
micro like molecules of plastic from just what are
Everything that we buy at the store has plastic, bro.
Right.
Think
So-
about it. Your packaging.
At some point, I'm going to be
everything.
pissing out of plastic and it's going to hurt.
That's what they're
A
saying.
straw. Oh, fuck.
Isn't it funny how like every generation has like something wrong with them? Like wasn't it before like lead from like the lead pipes?
Polio too.
No, I think he meant like through food.
Yeah, or like through structure.
about like Japan, like all like or Russia, like all the nukes, like the residual like radiation.
Yeah.
That's around there.
Yeah.
But it's
affects,
been
like-
affecting the I didn't know this. It's been affecting some people out there.
Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Is that another country? Or?
Chernobyl is a place where it was all nuked up and like you can't go in there, right?
Yeah, there's a
Or you could, but
there's an HBO show that came out like 5 years ago and it was really good.
yeah.
Was there a movie that came out like that too?
I don't know about
Chernobyl movie.
It was definitely HBO series.
Oh,
Definitely HBO series, but yeah.
Yeah, so we all have credit cards in our sacks.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
What are we gonna do, man?
We have like
you can you could tap the scan with your nuts.
and it's like affecting.
I got you.
It's affecting like our like sperm counts.
Yeah, for sure.
all kinds of
You
stuff.
guys gotta
scared,
start-
bro.
Went
you
from
guys
a
gotta start
million
having
to
kids.
went from
scared.
20 million to only
Can we
3
afford it in
million.
California?
What's up?
Can we afford a kid in California?
I,
That's the
Dude,
that's
my
what my
boy,
girlfriend
Big
are
Laz
talking
here
about.
can afford 2.
Big Laz.
It's like-
Big Laz.
Do we want a house or do we want kids? It's like it's tough, especially in California, dude.
You know what I heard Terrence Howard say at the end of that Joe Rogan podcast? He said, "A bull does. The universe doesn't give the bull horns if it doesn't need them."
exactly.
And then he's like, "We don't have horns, but we have a mind."
What do you think of that? That was a crazy.
He killed it.
Yeah.
He killed it.
Yeah.
It's true. You have everything that you need. You have the answers that you're looking for. You just
Exactly.
gotta dig a little bit. You know?
Like when I had my first one, I didn't think I could afford my first one.
Yeah.
I don't know why or how, but God just, I don't want to say God because people don't believe in it. But for me, God just makes it happen.
Yeah.
For some reason, the more kids I have, the more like my business, but just the better, more I do better in life.
Yeah. We only see 0.5 of the
So what
visual
you're saying
spectrum.
is,
Like-
don't pull out.
Like when I didn't have my son, I was making this much. When I had my son, I was making this much. When I had my son and my daughter, I was making this much. I don't know how. You just have to make it happen.
You know what they say also about like the wild pigs, that when they're in captivity they're normal, and then when they throw them into the Amazon they grow tusks, and then they get hairy.
Right.
And it's all like based on like circumstance and stuff like that. I think humans have their own version of that.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
well, it's because people get comfortable, right?
Yeah.
So, like, if you throw somebody in LA and now they got to pay $3,000 worth of rent or some shit, they got to figure out a way to do it. You know, they don't have a choice.
Yeah,
so,
but there comes a point too where I don't want to like. I would hate to have a kid and then not even be there because I'm working 3 jobs. and I'm
Right.
stressed.
My
and then
thing is that I think that you figure it
people
out
find
along
a
the
way,
way.
though, that
Yeah.
you're gonna find a way. If you don't want to do that, then you're gonna find another way to make that
finds a
income.
way.
I used to go out drinking every week, and I just don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
And now I'm able to afford my kids. It's
We
like-
only see
Damn, bro,
point-
sounds like you used to drink a lot then.
Just no, it's not a lot.
Nah,
It's
just
just
kidding.
you go out and it's like there's a cover fee, there's food,
Yeah,
there's food before, there's food after, there's just
Pre-game,
yeah.
after.
You get a little shots in you start feeling happy, you start offering
Start
drinks.
paying for the homies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like-
yeah. Gets expensive.
We only see 0.5 of the visual spectrum.
Not the homies of your Brad. You only
We're
buy
blind
people.
cosmically.
Brad only buys people that he doesn't know drinks.
Very true.
People he's trying to get an angle on.
Yeah.
buys drinks for his neighbors.
The
when he's
good
on
first
shrooms.
impression.
There's
Oh.
also what? Go.
It sounds like his neighbor just used his tactic on him.
Oh, well played.
Sounds like
He pulled the Brad on Brad.
sounds like he's a listener, yo.
Sounds like he was marrying you, yo.
Brad squared.
Next week he shows up here with his neighbor.
isn't
How did he
that-
get in here? Oh, I brought some beers.
As long as it's not Blake, bro. As long as it's not Blake.
Actually, you know, you were almost replaced again by Blake.
Fucking hate that guy.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, the only reason we didn't bring him back is because Monty said he'd beat him up.
I wouldn't allow it.
Sorry, Blake. You made me switch up, bro.
He's shady, huh? I told you guys.
Shady fucking character.
That's what you
Whatever.
get when you hire the whites.
Should we get into some questions?
Yeah. Do we have any questions, Brad?
Yeah. Okay. Questions from the listeners. Here we go. Questions. So this listener wants to know, well, kind of going back to what you guys were talking about. It's kind of more towards Laz because he's the one that has like kids. But when and will you have another kid? And do you think you're prepared to have another kid?
Do I want another kid?
And if so, like, are you prepared to have another one?
I want to say yes to both of those questions, but I don't really know until it happens. No one really knows until it happens, but my answer is yes.
Want a boy or girl? If you had to choose.
Boy. Duh. You
Ain't no one trying to be babysitting no girl, fool.
You think I want to deal with that shit when she's 16? Fuck no.
Very true. I'd be down to have a kid. It just has to be the right person, you know, someone who understands like my life,
Yeah.
you know, and understand how it operates, and I think that's the biggest, like the most important part for me. You know, I don't want to just fucking spit out a baby. That could have been done already. You know, I could have just spat out babies. Like, but that's not the point, though. You know, like what type of life you trying to set up. So I think about that before, but it's in the near future. It's in the near future.
Oh,
Who's gonna be the lucky missus?
find out on the LSDP.
Call me uncle.
Tune in next time.
And
Monty?
He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
fuck the kids.
No, I do want kids. I'd be down to have a kid. Like if I have a kid right now, I think I'd figure out a way. You know.
Different question here. Would you guys be down to have a kid and like raise them you guys yourself? Like
Yeah.
be like, fuck the girl. I just want the girl to be able to carry the baby, and then once it's born, it's just me.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be down to do it. It's not like my first option.
No, yeah.
But I'd be like, I also wouldn't be like opposed to it.
Yeah, because at this point, it's like, not you, but there's people that are our ages that live that bachelor life and they enjoy it, but they don't see anything wrong with wanting a kid either. You know, there's people that they want a kid, they want a mini of them, and
I mean, it's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
So I'd rather have a partner.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice to have help.
for sure.
You know, a kid is a lot
Of
of work.
course. Of course.
Statistically, too.
Okay, Laz, would you want to raise a kid by yourself? Having to, would you want to? Would you be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this by myself?
Having to, no. One kid alone is a lot.
Yeah, it's better to have a partner. So, yeah.
Of course it's better.
But it doesn't always work out.
Wasn't the question.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's possible, but no. My answer is no.
You wouldn't be.
I wouldn't want to.
You wouldn't want to be Adam Sandler.
What would you do in the situation if you get some girl pregnant and she's like, you know what, I don't even want to be with you and I don't even want this fucking baby. I'm
Then
postpartumly depressed and get the fuck away from
Then
me.
in that case, yeah, I would take care of him.
Okay,
you know.
Okay. I just
Of course.
just questioning.
Yeah.
I think that was a pretty solid question.
No, it was.
More realistic.
Yeah.
You know,
Cool.
because I think that happens to guys, but people don't talk about
that's
it.
That's a scenario that's like I can see happening.
Bro.
Like you know, to me, that's a very realistic scenario that happens all the time.
I've had like my mom, like some random. Well, she wasn't random. My mom knew her, came and dropped off her kids, and she's like, I can't do this anymore.
Damn.
Dropped off the kids.
Yeah,
to my
you see
mom.
what I mean? Like,
Some people aren't ready to be parents,
And she,
you know?
yeah, it was fucking weird. Like,
and some people want to be parents, but they have no clue what it takes.
Yeah.
They just go, "Oh yeah, I want a kid."
of course.
I've been with my boyfriend or whatever
Right.
for like 6 months, and we're ready for kids, and like
Yeah.
they have no idea what they're getting
Yeah.
themselves into.
Yeah.
Like they just got a new apartment that they're paying rent. They just got the new car that they're paying like $800 a month for. Now they think they got everything unlocked, and they don't realize like how much time and money and energy like.
Of course.
I will say that.
Attention.
Yeah.
I will say that kids isn't as expensive as people think at first. They get as expensive as they keep getting
As
older.
they go, yeah.
Because in the beginning, I was like, people be tripping. Diapers once a month, I got that. It's like now it's like you go to Target, it's like $50 toy, fucking clothes here because he grew this much in a month, and
Yeah.
it's like, fuck.
It's expensive.
That's when it gets expensive, not in the beginning.
That and you be shopping at Target.
Yeah.
Expensive. No, it's good though. It's good.
Next question.
Okay, what are the top 3 mom phrases, Mexican mom phrases?
Hijo de la chingada.
My mom's 3 that she used for sure were probably like, ¿Qué van a hacer cuando se mueran? Cuando me muera, which is like, what are you guys gonna do when I die? And
Yeah.
like I don't know, like si no cocino, ¿cómo van a tragar? Like if I don't cook anything for you guys are gonna
Se
eat
van a morir
shit.
de hambre.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one.
I don't know. 1, 2. Yeah, she starts counting. It's over.
All right, you got one more. That's 2.
No, I don't know. I ask these guys.
Vas a ver en el carro, cabrón.
Cuando llegamos a la casa.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Watch when we get home.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
We
are
all
good.
know that one, you know?
Yeah.
We all know that
What
one.
about you, Brad?
Fuck, I fucked up.
Nada bueno pasa antes de las 12.
Hey.
You, Chris?
She's like, what are you doing with that guy? What are you doing with that little boy?
I told you to stop going to the neighbor's house.
Why are you always hugging him?
Did you guys ever have that? Like, your parents, did your parents ever think you guys were gay? Or your friends' parents ever think you guys are gay? Like, oh, you guys
Nah.
hang out too much.
The only time that's ever happened to me was with fucking Edgar at his house.
Oh. His parents saw you guys
One
were...
time.
His uncles were over and they
No, so So I had family over
Talk about it.
from Mexico.
Ooh.
From Mexico, and
Gullible people.
and and Laz was living with me at the time, or with
Yeah.
us at the time, and we were like, we're gonna go over here, or like, or we were just coming back from somewhere. I forgot what, but I saw like my uncles. Oh, hey, this is my friend Laz. Oh, blah 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 blah. You know, and we leave, and my older brother was like, oh yeah, it's Edgar's boyfriend. He's like, yeah, they're dating.
And they were there for like a week, bro.
And they were like, oh, what? And then the whole week, they were just like, because nobody, I had no clue that
Me
he had
either.
said that. We were just like, oh, hey, what's up? Walking casually and shit.
Until the end. That's the only time that shit's ever happened to me.
So let me ask you this.
Are we gay now?
No. Who
Not anymore.
So who they think?
Just
Who was clapping who? Like,
Well,
who do you
I'm the
think-
bigger guy, so of course he thought I was clapping him.
Fuck.
Edgar, ¿cómo?
Marty makes a mean
goloso?
bottom.
They're like,
No means yes. Yes means anal.
they're like, damn, I was having a lot of fun in there, yo.
He comes in with some beers. Hey, care if I join you? Brad's neighbor.
All right, next question.
Next question.
All right, next question. This is another one of those scenarios. So these are getting pretty popular, the scenarios. I lost my job and had to get a new one that doesn't pay much. I used to rent a room, but been sleeping in my car for a week. I have family, but don't want to be a burden. I know I'll get out of this soon. Just need tips on how to survive and get through this.
Get a gym membership, shower there. Means you could probably park there. Well, you said only a week? You got to wait a week?
Yeah. No, he just says he's been living in a car for a week.
Oh,
But he has a family, but he doesn't want to be a burden to them.
he has a family, but they want to be a burden.
Get out of it soon. I mean, I'm sure like within a month, if you just got a new job, you could probably rent a room again. But fuck. Yeah, just take the gym advice. It sucks because there's no fucking like dollar menus anywhere anymore. So
McDonald's, the mix and match, 2 for $4. You
fuck,
get it.
but I only got $3.
Taxes are high.
I don't think anything is less than $3.
Taxes are high, my lord.
Like if you think about it, what's less than $3?
Well, give this guy a glimpse of hope or something.
So
Jesus.
what I would do is, I know you don't want to be a burden, but it doesn't hurt to ask, right?
Yeah.
Reach out. And if you don't want to be a burden, like for real, then when they say, okay, yeah, sure, you can stay on the couch, help out, clean around the house, like don't be a burden. In fact, be the opposite. Make their life easier. That way it's like a plus. You know what I mean? So it's a win-win. They're helping you out and then you're making everyone's life easier. You're not just being a lazy slob. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you're worried about being a burden, try asking them and then just don't be a burden, right?
Yeah.
Help out. And then even like help pay a little bit of rent, even if you really don't want to be a burden. You can do that. Like I'm sure everyone can use the help, even your family, right? So that's what I would do until you get back up onto your feet.
Hell yeah.
Right? But like you gotta stick with it. Like don't be a burden, otherwise you're just gonna like stay in the same situation. Right? You gotta want to change.
That's great advice. But if you don't want to be a burden and you don't want to ask your family for help, the gym membership is the greatest idea because the number one thing is a shower, bro.
Yeah, for you don't want to be stinky and
But
homeless.
yeah, and you still have you got a new job, it's just not paying well. You don't want to show up all fucking nasty.
Yeah,
That's
and,
true.
And you're not the only one going through it. I mean, literally, like more than half the country is experiencing the same thing too. So you're not alone. It's not just you. It's a lot of people. But tough times don't last. Tough people do.
Yeah. Like I always say.
Like I always say.
Next question.
So let's end with this one. It says, what would you do if you were getting chased by a killer in a dark forest?
Oh, trip.
Run.
Trip, duh.
Well, how do you avoid them?
Like I would
Just
try
gonna
to
keep
run
running?
around like trees. Hopefully I can hopefully
What
I'm
did the guy-
faster than them,
What
right?
did the guy from Apocalypto do?
How tall is he?
Oh, the guy from Apocalypto, he chased him back into the forest that he knew, right? That was his upper hand, but I don't know any forest, so I would just try to
Lake
run.
Forest.
Lake Forest is the only forest I know, yo. Closest one here. Yeah.
Yeah, I would try to find like a pile of leaves or something and just try to get into that.
Just real quick dive in. I don't know, like I would say run like fast, try to go around the tree and like kind of stay there, hope that he passes you or something. Like,
How tall is he,
Alright.
my lord?
The question was pretty vague. It kind of.
Does he bleed?
then I'll fight. I'll stop running, I'll fight him.
Is there no one else?
I'll howl into the moon and summon the wolves, and the wolves will take my side. And we'll demolish him.
Jeez.
We'll have a glorious feast.
Well played, my lord.
Get his booty too.
What would you do, Zandre?
The wolves are abroad the line, my lord.
I just said
The killer
Zandre's
is
idea.
troubled. The killer is troubled.
No, you just you got to run and hide. Best thing you can
Yeah.
do.
Does he bleed?
Zandre will fight.
I wonder what he's trying to kill
Then
me
we
with.
fight.
A fight to the death, my lord.
I would like probably do a little bit of what Monty said.
Molly?
Run,
Bit of
run,
Molly.
hide behind the tree. Hope that he's running too and just trip him. Hope that he
some
let's go.
Scooby-Doo type shit.
Let's go of his fucking.
Grab him by the foot, spin him in a circle, and toss him into the lake.
Take off the mask.
I'll toss him into the lake.
It's fucking Monty.
It was Monty the whole time.
Is a Scooby Doo episode?
Hey, give me that. That's mine. All right, we're good. We're good.
Yeah.
We're fucking around too.
No, we're more than good.